right. As you listen to Senator Schumer and Senator McConnell, I am struck by the respect that both of these legislative leaders shared with the late Dianne Feinstein as we look at a vase of white roses that sit in her Senate seat as the Senate now remembers and honors her legacy in politics and the impact that she had over so many decades in Washington, D.C. Leland Vittert with me once again. Seeing those white roses on her seat, Leland, is just such a powerful moment for everyone to see and to look at the legacy she left behind, no matter your politics. She was a force, as Schumer said. She had integrity as strong as a diamond. It's going to be a difficult day in the Senate as work gets underway.
Yeah, remembered with reverence as well. She should have been an incredible career, longest-serving female senator, one of the longest-serving senators in American history. It's tradition in the Senate to place flowers on the desk of a senator who has passed away in office. She voted yesterday, Marni, as you pointed out. She's had been in very ill health and was having trouble, but still voted yesterday, passed away last night at her home here in Washington. So it's worth noting she came from a different time in Washington when the senators especially were friends. They went to dinners together. They interacted in a much more bipartisan way than they do now. They went to kids' soccer games together and t-ball and all these different events. So there was, while they competed perhaps on politics and had disagreements, there was a way to disagree without being disagreeable. That's probably been lost. And I think what you heard, especially from Mitch McConnell there, was hearkening back to that time. There's something about the old guard of the Senate now that is slowly starting to leave, and we can leave the age issue aside for a moment here when we talk about this. But there's no question that what we're hearing about Dianne Feinstein is memories of a time gone by in Washington and in the U.S. Senate of how people interacted. And look, in a way, it also is probably a pretty good reminder to some younger senators of the way that people can act, and they can still be friends across the aisle, and they can still be remembered for being congenial and friendly and honorable, and still compete very hard. The one thing that no one would ever say about Dianne Feinstein is that she was a pushover, right? She held very strong on the issue she believed. Just ask the CIA, who she investigated over torture after 9/11, but still had those friendships that go back and go across the aisle. That's something we don't see a lot in Washington. And I think as we go over the next 24 hours and then I'm sure into some memorial services next week, that'll be something worth celebrating and worth remembering. Whether or not the younger generation in the Senate takes heed of those memories or not is something else.
I think the American public desires that, and even adversaries at time, we can disagree. And in the end, as you saw so eloquently put by both senators, Republican and Democrat, we can remain friends. Dianne Feinstein, the longest-serving female U.S. senator in history, has passed away at the age of 90. Leland Vittert, thank you for your thoughts this morning. We'll continue to take a look back at Feinstein's career, both politically and her life and legacy throughout the hour and the day as business in the Senate and the House get underway in Washington, D.C. We'll have much more straight ahead here on NewsNation Live. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.